Hello, cosmic beings. Welcome to Being Cosmic. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. I am so glad that each and every one of you are here. Before I get into it, I would like to say thank you, thank you, thank you so much for your likes, shares, comments, subscribes, donations. All of that helps the channel so much. And I just want to say thank you. We are going to do a collective message today. So with that, I'm going to take a step aside to let spirit pass through. All right. What does the collective need to hear today? What's going on? Okay. let's- We have I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. And then we also have fall into my arms, surrender, holding the opposites, extremes of life. Hmm. So what I'm picking up is this is for somebody who has really come to the awareness of the soul mission or purpose. This is okay, preparing to read it. It's a very this feels like a very like calm, gentle, loving energy, and it's very grounded. So I'm going to show you the card to see if you get anything else, any other messages off of it. You could be going through a crown activation. Oh, and then there's the heart. So there's like a star. Hopefully you can see that. There's like a star at the heart right there, and then also at the crown. So yeah, you're definitely accessing higher guidance right now and really going through heart openings. So it says you may find yourself at a crossroads, at a moment when you're being called to make a decision to keep walking the perfectly laid out path before you or choose the one less traveled. You may be facing a change of career, a new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. You're being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and surrender to it. When you're confronted with a path that's undefined, it's normal for doubt to rear its head. In fact, this is a certain sign that you're facing your soul's greater plan. Every hero in their life journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it is through it. It's all part of the larger plan. The inquiry is, what are you being called to do to surrender to your soul's plan? So, what I'm picking up is that, okay, so when I was feeling that it was grounded energy, what I heard when I was reading that is that that's the energy you're being called to step into. So, for a lot of you, what's happening is you have come to the awareness that your soul is craving something a whole lot bigger than what you've been allowing yourself to experience. And with that does come a sense of fear of the unknown. That doubt creeps in, and it can, it's just the ego mind trying to keep you safe. And so just remember that. Um, doesn't mean you have to listen to it. Um, what I heard as well is by really tapping into your inner guidance that you're being given right now and following your heart's path. It's It's so much more fulfilling than you can even fathom right now. And this has been something that's really been very, very prevalent in the collective right now. So this feels like an extension of energy from the past few readings I've done. And it's really the energy of go for it. Follow your soul's path at this point. You're being this soul's path is being illuminated to you right now so that you can step into it and follow it. And the universe is helping put the pieces of the puzzle together for you as well. And so surrender a lot of that. Uh, okay, I just had some pain in my neck. So, and my shoulders. So you could be feeling like the weight of the world is on your shoulders right now. And you're being called to do your best to release it and surrender that to the divine and trust in something bigger than yourself. And also trust in yourself, in your soul. Trust in your higher self to guide you towards extreme fulfillment. Okay, so fall into my arms, surrender. You're being invited to welcome the highs and lows of the human experience, to let them initiate you more fully into life, the agony and the ecstasy, the beauty and the bitterness. This life is but a single breath in the inextinguishable existence of your experience as a soul. The Great Mother wants you to hand over your loneliness, worries, hurt, sorrow, fears, burdens, and doubts. Fall fully into her arms. Remember that while these extremes are difficult, they can also be magnificent. The more wildly the pendulum of your life swings, the more truthfully you can say, I've truly lived. Okay. So what you can do, I'm going to say this activation. And so you can put your hands on your heart if you're feeling guided to, and just open up and allow this activation to help activate your heart center at the moment. So it says, I'm ready to embrace the extremes of my life. I lay all that I'm carrying onto the Great Mother's altar and fall completely into her arms. Yeah, this is that energy of full surrender. And it can feel a little scary to the ego human self to just let it all go and to just surrender to the higher divine plan. With it, though, there also comes a sense of relief because it's like I don't have to worry about it anymore. I don't have to effort and do all these things. I can just release it all and allow in what's for my highest good. Okay, I'm being called to get into the tarot a little bit to give you a little bit more info. Okay, sometimes I randomly will count, just I'll randomly count mentally. It just happens. And when I was flipping through the first part of this deck, I was going, I was doing it in groups of four. So you could be seeing 444. And 444 is uh the angels and your guides, the divine, were really around you and supporting you right now. So trust and allow that. Okay. Okay. And the Fool. Yeah, this is definitely an extension of the energy I've been picking up on. So you're being guided to take a leap. And that can be part of this take the leap into full surrender. So in a full surrendered state, it's very much you just release all your worries, you release your anxieties, you release your fears, and you just literally like hand them over to the divine and just say, it's too much for my human self to deal with right now. So I give all of this to you and I allow in the guidance for these next steps. And that will help you pull out of this hanged man energy as well, which is a period of it can be stagnant. Uh Being called to read it. All right. The hanged man. Just because you haven't moved in ages doesn't mean you're stuck. Oh wait, yes it does. No one is ever truly stuck, but there are definitely times when it feels like it. The hangman shows up to remind us if we have hit a wall, sometimes the only way out is to go over or around instead of through. That may require you to stop banging your head against it long enough to figure out a completely different approach. But clearly whatever you've been doing hasn't been working. Where in your life are you stuck? Try looking at the situation from a new angle or with a different attitude. You can do something to get yourself unstuck. Or you can simply accept that you are stuck right now and see if there are any benefits to be had from simply hanging around for a while. So, yeah, I'm feeling that you're being guided to take a leap of faith to get yourself unstuck. The Nine of Swords. This is the energy of things have been tough. You've endured a lot of pain, and it's also a new day, like the dawn of a new day. And so you can do something different about it now. And what I'm really picking up is by surrendering and releasing a lot of this pain and grief to the divine, it's going to help you fully embrace this new day energy. Okay. This message is hard work is about to pay off. This is no time to take your eyes off the prize. Whatever you do, don't give up now. The problem with being so focused on some particular objective is that it can be easy to miss something else right in front of you. You might want to ask yourself if you've been a little too intent on one particular aim. Are you looking at the bigger picture too? Don't forget to live in the present while you're working toward the future. Keep focused, you're nearly there. And then with the Two of Swords, this is about making a decision. Oftentimes it's a big decision. And it can feel like that the energy of like, well, I don't really know if I should do this. I don't know which path I should take. And yet the energy of this card is like, but you do know what path to take. More often than not, what's coming up is a lot of fear around taking the aligned path. And so that's where this fall into my arms is coming in, is you're being asked to surrender the fears and the worries about embarking on the path that you know is leading you to fulfillment. Okay. So with that, um, I just felt the energy leave a little bit. So that's my sign that we've come to the end of the message. So with that, just do your best to surrender all of this pain and the grief and the worries and the anxiety and allow yourself to bravely take that leap off the precipice into the direction of soul fulfillment. Follow that heart calling, and it will lead you to just that. It's like dream life energy. I'm really picking that up. Um, it's that wish fulfillment in a lot of areas in life. So just surrender and know that that is where you're headed if you allow yourself to head that way and take some steps towards that, which is going to be surrendering a lot of those ego programs and the fear and all of that. And that's going to help you get unstuck. Awesome. Well, I wish you the best on this journey. I know it's not always easy to take these leaps, and just know that I'm sending you my love and support through this. And you know, I would say most importantly, the divine has you. Like the universe has got you. And by surrendering into this, it's it's going to be great. So, all right. Well, with that, I hope that this helps. I hope this gives you a little bit of a confirmation. And if it's resonating, you can let me know in the comments below. If you like this message, you can hit that like button. And if you would like to see more content from me, you can hit subscribe. It is free, it doesn't cost anything. And I will see you on the next message. Bye.